No, god damn it. No. Okay. Hey, this is Saganos. Um, it's dinner time. So we gonna go get some dimber. Okay? And then we gonna come back down here and we gonna eat dimber. Even if you're not actively eating right now, just consider this us having dinner together. We're having scrim alfredo for Denver. Okay? Hold on. Que está pidiéndole a jefe parando el culo carajo ese, señalbota con el culo para atrás y que no se pedir en Horizon. El tipo no señalbota para nada en Horizon. La bola se le va a veces, se le cae. Esa jodida mala mañana de estar bajando. Also, I have a headache. Kind of cray, honestly. But I think that should be good. Exactamente, no, bueno, por eso fue que te sacaron por el carajo, tuviste que irte por Oklahoma. Y porque verdad, lo que sirve para coger dos. I need that good sprinkled cheese. No es un tipo que dice, dame que sale, para mi majón, si esa gente, desde aquí viene por acá, que voy a mandar bullet por para abajo. No, no es así, tú sabes, si la gente no puede confiar en él, en que va a pasar así. Entonces, ¿por qué carajo tú le das un contrato a semejanza de Patrick Mahon, Johan, esos tipos que son unos caballos de verdad? Bueno, eso estamos todos. Pero, aparte de esto, el equipo llegó Super Bowl, tú sabes, no, es porque era mejor que todos los que estaban allí. Si tuviera jugando acá donde está Kansas City y esa gente, porque tuviste que Buffalo le metió un cartel que se queda ahí. Tú ves que si estuviera jugando acá, no ganaban, no ganaban, porque no tienen cuervas buenas. En este lado de acá está Joe Burrow, está Justin Herbert, está Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, no son unos caballos para mí. Los Giants no tienen quarterback. No, los Giants necesitan comprar todo que voten hasta los dueños. Los Giants tienen que ser igual que Mike Gordon de los Knicks, también votarlo también. Muchas veces tengan esa gente de dueños y no odian a los que no olviden de eso. ¿Tú sabes cuántos first round selection de los primeros 10 han cogido los Giants y todavía están en donde mismo? Sí, bueno, tú sabes, verdad. Tú tienes un equipo como Filadelfia jugando contigo, tú tienes a Washington jugando contigo. Tienes que saber que hay que pero que tiene que correr, y por eso tú tienes que llevar el ya sabes que está con el chaval. Ahí la pegamos, ok, pero él está solo. Entonces, ¿quién tiene que tener a Juan Vázquez allí? ¿Sabes que el tipo viene y corre con 1000 yardas con Filadelfia? Y no es chico, porque siempre fue bueno. Este tú lo tenías allá, dándole toda la jugada, el tipo estaba cogiendo golpe. Más tú fue, tu Messi no era la mejor del mundo. Y el año que viene tampoco fue a ningún lado. Sí, porque hay que ver que corre el baño con la vista. Ningún quarterback de este año, es work, ¿tú me entendiste? No son tan buenos, tú sabes, ¿verdad? Es más, te voy a decir algo, de los Mississippi just contaron. El buen fit. Just a little Italian seasoning. Kind of pretty it up a little bit. Es como parecía un Eli Manning, ¿entiendes? Y el Manning jugó tremendo con Nueva York. Boom. And then this whole big bowl is for us. Let's get a good look at that. Don't it look banging? Alright. So we're gonna go eat dinner. Yeah, my room is not very warm right now. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Brr, it's cold. My bad. There we go. Okay, we're Gucci. I got some strawberry Dada Beaver, and that's what I'm gonna have for my drinky drink. Put my headphones back. I was gonna play a game, but you know what? I decided I don't feel like playing nothing. Because honestly, I have a headache. Like this, it's only Tuesday, and it's right behind my eyes, bro. Like I don't know what's going on. Like it can't be a prolonged what's it called? Caffeine withdrawal. Cause last week I technically only had caffeine twice. Instead of like the 3 times I normally would have shot for. But the second time kind of screwed me up a bit, so I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'll just chill. Okay. But I'm cold. So I'll be right back. Yeah. Now we can get comfortable. Or at least try to anyway. So I'm gonna have to get back up again in like 5 minutes anyway. But yeah, so we got some chicken Alfredo and oh yeah. Some strawberry Dr. Pepper. I actually don't know what I want to play for the stream actually. In terms of like music. So you have to give me a second on that while I look for something. But I'm also hungry, so we're also going to make sure that we're eating. Because I did put in that time, that effort to make this meal. But yeah, we're definitely eating. Because it's been how many hours since you've eaten something last? You can't keep running on empty. You gotta pour back in what you're dumping out. I had originally gone to Giant to look for these elusive heart-shaped pastas. Okay? And I ain't find them hoes. I ain't find them hoes at all. And I was pissed. Because I walked all the way over there in this cold thinking I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna use it to make me some scrimp alfredo. Wasn't even there. Nothing even remotely close to heart shaped in that bitch at all. Absolutely angry. I'm like, bruh, why does the internet lie to me? I'm gonna switch hands. It's so heavy. Supposed to be looking for music. There's no way that song is 10 years old. I was listening to some of my archived songs on YouTube earlier. And apparently Nick Jonas's Jealous is 10 years old. There's no way that song is 10 years old. There's no way. It's gotta be like 7 or something. It can't be 10. It can't be. They lying. They lying. Because ain't no way. Also, I should probably stop standing. I've been on my feet all day. But I'm trying to enjoy my carpet because I just vacuumed not too long ago. And, here we go. Some nice jazz. Okay. So we're gonna sit down and we're gonna maybe turn what are our my equivalent of big lights off. Because I think my photophobia kicking in, if only a little bit. So, excuse me. Alexa, turn lights off. Nice dim lighting is better for my eye holes. Like, I can't say I've had a headache for 2 days, but today will be the second day in a row that I've gotten one at work. And I don't want to think that I suffer from like chronic migraines, but like, because I don't think these are technically migraines. There's something, I just don't know what, but I'm positive they're not migraines. But they something. Shit. They something. There we go. Pinky's out. Nelly, you're here. I already made dinner. It's in the bowl now. You missed it. I was just complaining about my headache. It's pretty like mild now, but I have another one. Definitely wasn't as bad as yesterday's. I think it might have been my lights. I'm not sure. It's not from yesterday. I have a new one today. I got another one while I was at work today. I'm too stressed. I don't know what to do. Where's my moat? Hello? Now how did I put my remote? Remote? Hello? Well, I lost my moat. I don't know where it went. It's somewhere. Oh, it's literally under everything. I got it. I found it. No. No, I had it right here. Because I just turned off the music. Like, I just turned on the music. Like, right before you got here. Ah! Okay. I'm Gucci. It's chilly in here. I'm like trying my best to keep my heat low. I guess it worked. But I don't know if it was actually because I turned my heat down. Or if it was because I used my tiny humidifier to cool off my skin a bit, and then I put on my eczema creams and whatnot. It's probably that, honestly. Probably have shit to do with my actual like radiator or whatever. Jeez. It's been a really long day. It's been a real long day. I thought maybe, and just maybe, I'd be able to get my break today. Yeah. Yeah. That ain't work. That ain't work at all. Because of course, right before I'm about to take it.
Oh, I need help with this. I need help with that.
But when I asked you, like, I don't know, 15 minutes ago, before I said I was going to take my break, you were fine. You didn't need anything. Now that I'm about to take some time for myself, now all of a sudden you need me. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just went and took it. And just been like, I'll be back in 30 minutes. Or when lunch starts. Like, not even having 5 uninterrupted minutes to just take a breath and not think about my workday. Squeezing meat has really been fucking up my psyche, to be honest. Like, I want to scream, like, literally every day. And it's even worse. Because normally, it's a bit more bearable. But lately, since we've been missing so many people, and they're all conveniently sick at the same fucking time, it is nothing short of a fucking nightmare. And then to be dealing with all that while I'm fucking on my period. Ooh, it was so much fucking fun. Oh my god, it was amazing. That's sarcasm, by the way. I'm not serious. This is a fucking zoo. This place is a goddamn zoo. Like, I cannot. I don't want to, god damn it. I'm fucking finished with this place. As soon as I get an out, I'm not thinking twice about it. I'm fucking running. I'm literally running. I'm running. Like, at the first sign of danger, bro, I'm leaving. There's no, oh, we need a 2 weeks. We need a this. We need a that. Like, nope. You have needed more than enough. You've needed so much for so long. And you know what? I've needed too. And how many times have you delivered on that need for me? I can count how many times. Literally on one hand. It's amazing how many times I can count on the company I work for to come through for me when I actually need it. Versus how many times I've come through for the company. You'd need quite a couple pairs of hands for how many times I've come through for the company versus how many times they've come to my aid when I needed it. Especially when I actually asked. And for me, I don't ask for help. I don't. I would much rather grit my teeth, cry, and just do whatever I need to, and I would rather do it my fucking self. Even if I'm gonna be in a terrible mood afterwards, even if I'm gonna be a huge bitch afterwards, I would rather do it myself than ask for help. It's terrible. That's my toxic trait. Is get out of my way, I'll do it myself. Move aside, I'll do it myself. Put that down, I'll do it myself. I don't need your help. I'll do it myself. Like, literally. that, and since I'm not doing my normal task that I'm normally doing at work right now because I'm filling in for one of these two people that are sick, I'm trying to not micromanage my manager because she's the one doing my work. And I've left her instructions, like step-by-step instructions on how I do my job, what goes where, how many of what particular thing you need to go in each designated spot, right? Real cut and dry. All you gotta do is read it. I even made like a little map. Like, it's dummy proof, bro. Literally dummy proof. And the bitch still fucked it up. She's got too many of one item all over the place, using way too many cans. And I'm like, bro, we don't have enough containers for you to be doing all this because I have to share them, remember? So why are you opening so many cans? The guide I gave you is based on how many cans I use on a regular basis, like on a day-to-day basis. And it's normally around the same thing. And I may or may not even have to use the same amount as the previous day if I have leftovers. So, like, why are you using so much? And then you're asking me, how do you keep running out of stuff? How are you doing this and how are you doing that? First of all, I'm not using 3 cases worth of fucking peaches in 3 days. I'm not. I might go through 2 cases. And that's if I'm being heavy with the peaches. Or whatever fucking fruit I'm deciding to fucking use for lunch. But ain't no way. Like, you don't need to use a whole case. Is what I'm saying. Like, we got 9 spots, right? Matter of fact, do I have a piece of paper that I can write this on? I'm not gonna write it on there. Like, and the kids love peaches too, but they're a little hard to get in, so I can't just give them and give them and give them and give them and have them out every day because then I'm gonna run it all out. And then if I have it on the menu and we can't order more, then you know that's on me. Oh, well, you're supposed to have it. It's on the menu, blah, blah, blah. I don't even think she's paying attention to what fruits are on the menu right now. And our cook is like, yo, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. You're not doing it. Just, let her fuck up. Let her do whatever she's going to do. I'm like, bro, trust me. I want to. I really, 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 really honestly do want to just say, whatever, fuck it. But when she finally relinquishes it back to me, when I go back to doing my normal work, when this bitch finally decides that she's not sick anymore and wants to come the fuck back to work if she still has a job, which she probably will because she's been with the company for way too fucking long, despite how little she fucking comes to work. It's gonna be a shit show. The area that I keep my my fruits at, like in cold storage or whatever, to keep them the proper cool temperature or whatever, that's gonna be a fucking mess. And then she's gonna be sticking her nose in it, even though she was the one that was just occupying that space because she was filling in for me. But she's gonna be like, oh, Eddie, you need to clean this, blah 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 blah. These need to be changed out. You can't use these. They're too old. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I know it's going to be a bunch of bullshit when she turns it back over to me. I'm literally dreading the day that this bitch comes back. Not because I'm going to have to go back to doing my job. I don't mind doing my tasks. My tasks are fucking easy work. I open fucking cans and I wash apples. That shit is extremely fucking easy. It's dummy proof. The hardest thing I gotta do is plan out which fruits I'm gonna use for which day and how many I want to use without, using too much or too little. because I want to, cut down on waste. I don't want to have to throw away more than I need to if possible, That's the hardest part. The actual, getting the shit done is easy. That's literally easy. The hardest part is planning how much you need to use without using too much and or too little. That's the hardest part of the whole process. That's the hardest part. But anyways, I know it's going to be a bunch of bullshit. I know she hasn't been keeping track of how much of the shit she's been using. I've been counting how many cases of apple slices she's been going through since she's been filling in for me since last Tuesday. She's using 2 whole cases of apple slices a day. 1 case of these apple slices is 100 pieces. 100 individual served bags of apple slices. Now, normally, I would quote unquote use a case just for lunch. And we have somewhere around 450, 500 some students or whatever, right? So 100 apples ain't shit. That's fine. Especially when they got 70 something servings or more of 3 or 4 other fruits aside from the apple slices, right? Why are you using so many apple slices? I'm confused. And you're not even going through all of them. So why are you putting out so many? It's pissing me off that she's being so wasteful, because what's gonna happen is our higher ups that look over our order list and things like that, they're already weird about what we can order, what we can't order, how much of what we can order. And if they see you ordering a surplus of extra apple slices because you're blowing through or attempting to blow through 2 cases in a fucking day, when we normally just get 5 for the week, they're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? Cause you ain't never used cases out like this. What's going on? I'm not understanding where the logic's at with this. Because for breakfast, we have on the high end 200 for breakfast, right? We don't need to use an entire whole case of apple slices. We get away with putting out 50, right? Because we might have, we'll always have more than just 1 fruit out for breakfast. 3 different fruits minimum. We'll have, technically 3 different options. We'll have some kind of canned fruit. It's normally different because I change what I do every day. There will always be apple slices because that's something that we have to have. That is a staple. That's a permanent thing. They always will have apple slices during breakfast and for lunch. They will have some kind of hand fruit, whether it be whole apples, oranges, and or bananas, right? They'll have any of those 3 depending on what we can order, what we can get in. They'll have that during breakfast and or lunch. And then they'll have some assortment of canned fruit. And I keep the apple sauce reserved for breakfast only unless it's on the menu for lunch, right? Nah, forget the applesauce. We'll just use the apple slices. I'm like, what, are they going out of date? No, but they're just easier and quicker to put out. Are you serious? You're serious? Because it's easier and faster to put out. That's why you're blowing through more cases than you need to. Anything to cut corners, I guess. And I was just talking to her today. Not the person filling in for me, not my manager, our cook. I'm like, dude, she's fucking this up so bad, and she's still just like, leave it alone. It's not your job right now. Just let it be what it's gonna be. I'm like, bro, when she gives it back to me, it's gonna be a shit show. I know it's gonna be terrible. There's gonna be shit everywhere. Some of this stuff I'm not gonna be able to use because she's not keeping an eye on it like she's supposed to. And she's doing shit she's not supposed to be doing. And now when I go back, that's gonna be the time when, you know, the little interlopers are gonna come in and they're gonna be like, what's going on with this? What's going on with this? What's going on here? That's when they decide. That's when they're gonna decide that they want to come through and start looking and poking and prodding at shit. When we switch everything back to normal. When I gotta clean up the mess that she made of my shit. They're gonna come talking to me, asking me all these questions. Oh well, what's going on? Why does it look like this? Why is it this? Why is it that? I'm gonna relinquish that shit so quick. I'm gonna be like, bro, listen. We have been down like 3 people for almost 2 weeks, bro. 2 weeks straight. Not even like, oh, you know, they've been out a couple days here and there. By the end of this week, it'll be 2. And I ain't got no type of faith whatsoever that either of them bitches is gonna be back by the end of the week. I highly doubt it. High doubt, okay? High doubt. Which means that I'm gonna have to keep busting my ass and probably end up with a headache by the end of my work, by the end of my shift every day for the rest of this week, no matter what the fuck I do. Dealing with this bullshit. Because I'm expected to do all this shit. And I can't even get 5 minutes of peace without somebody calling my name or asking me to move and or grab something. As if their arms don't work. They'll literally walk and or run to my location, calling me, screaming me. Like, it's deathly important. Like, they'll die if I don't get it for them. I'm like, bro, I don't have time. And I'm not even attempting to like be cordial ain't the word I'm looking for, but I'm not being professional about it anymore. I'm like, oh no, sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. Like, no, you getting full frontal attitude, bro. I'm literally arms deep in a task, right? I'm currently taking over the pizza station. And it used to be a bit easier to do, not as time consuming, used to be a bit more cut and dry. A couple years back, we had pre-made pizza crust, right? We didn't have to do anything special with it. All we had to do was thaw out the dough, put the sauce, put the toppings, and, you know, let it set until we get to cook them for lunchtime or whatever. Now, we have pre-made, pre-frozen dough. Discs. Which means we went from just, you know, thawing the pizza. We went from thawing it and topping it and cooking it to thawing it, twisting the crust, topping it, and then baking it. Sure, that's just an extra step. But when the thawing takes at least 30 minutes for it to be the right, not consistency, but for it to be thawed enough for you to actually be able to work the dough to make the crust the way they want it. And if it's not, you can just fuck up the crust in general. That's a problem. Because if you start at 6, right? And you have to go into the freezer. You have to pick out items for breakfast. You then have to tray up those items for breakfast. You then have to count those items for breakfast. You then have to do the paperwork on those items that you counted for breakfast. you then have to put those items that you counted for breakfast in the oven. And while they're cooking, then you got to try and hurry and go into the freezer to get your pizza crust, right? And then you got to get the freaking pizza sheets that you can put into, that you have to put the crust on so that way they can go into the oven. Because the disc that they sat, the pizza plates that they sit on can't go in the oven. They can be put on hot tops, but not in the oven, right? So then you got to get your pizza supplies. And then you have to put the pizza crusts on the bakeable discs so that way they'll be thawed, hopefully by the time breakfast is over. So that way you can actually do the pizza, right? And then when you do that, hopefully you got it done fast enough to where now you got to take the breakfast out of the oven. And then you got to take the breakfast off the trays that they were cooking on, because we can't put those out for the kids to see because they're silver and they're so dirty and they're so this and they're so that, they're so ugly, blah, blah, blah. So then you take the breakfast out of the oven, you re-tray it up, you put it out where it goes for breakfast, you double check your paperwork, you set up your computer, right? Because no one can take 2 seconds, even though they have your passwords. They have your passwords. They have you use the manager's username. Everybody uses the manager's username to get on the computers. But each employee has a different password to, get into the computer or whatever, into the program that we use to run our breakfast or whatever. No one sets that up for you in the morning. Just like no one helps you with the breakfast. No one helps you set up stuff for the pizza. No one does anything. This is all just you doing it, right? So then you get your computer set up for breakfast. And then afterwards, you're waiting for the kids to come through for breakfast, right? Wait for the kids to come through for breakfast. This is 16, by the way. 16 different things you're doing before you can actually start the pizza. This is before you can start it. But you start at 6. But you got 16 different things you got to do before you can start getting the pizza situated, right? So then breakfast comes and goes. Now you got to clean the tables. By yourself also, by the way. Not a singular other person comes out to where these kids came and drove and ran through to eat their breakfast. Gotta clean all those tables by yourself. And then after you clean the tables, you gotta break down the breakfast. Whatever little remnants and bits and pieces of whatever you made for breakfast is left over. Now you gotta condense all that shit, count it up, and put it to the side to cool the room temp so that way you can put it away, right? And then you gotta go back to your paperwork and write down your leftovers, right? Yeah, and don't forget, you also gotta keep track of your fruits that you put out for breakfast. Yeah, that's 20. That's 20. And we still didn't even get to the part that happens after you finish all that. But we are now. So that was 20. This is 21. After you count breakfast and you get it on your paperwork, you gotta take the paperwork back to her desk. Or whatever. Yeah. So afterwards, you get to do that. What did I do after that? After I get the breakfast paper taken out, since you're filling in for someone else, now you gotta do a pizza production paper. which means that you gotta write down how many servings of what types of pizza you're going to make on this paper, right? And that's fun. Real easy because we don't make more on any particular day. We always make the same number every day. So if you got leftovers, you just remove the leftovers versus whatever your cap amount that you're making is. Which for us at the moment is 40. Like today I have 14 left over, so 40 minus 16 will be whatever I need to make tomorrow. But then I'll have to break that up just a little bit because I'm making 3 different types of pizzas. I was gonna make this week's specialty sausage pizza because they always have cheese and they always have pepperoni, but occasionally and or technically every day or every week we're supposed to have a different specialty pizza. They don't enforce that shit, so if they came in and checked, I bet you they would be a little upset about how many times these kids actually get a specialty pizza. But whatever. Where was I at? Yeah, you drop your breakfast production paper off, right? And now it's finally time to get to starting the pizzas. But oh no, it's an order day, so the produce and everything is coming in. And we also have frozen breakfast items that are coming in as well. Oh, well, I need your help with this. I can't go in the freezer. You have to move the stuff in the freezer because I don't have time because I'm doing A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Right? And you're like, no, I can't do that because I have to do the pizza. This time-sensitive thing where I gotta wait for the crust, but I can't wait too long because then it'll get too soft, and then it'll stick to the grates of the tray it's on, and then it'll be a little hard to get off because it's gonna be really sticky, goopy go. Like, can't really just leave this out for too long to get too soft. Because once it starts melting, it's pretty much impossible to work with. It's going to stick to the gloves. It's going to tear apart. It's just no good. But what the hell do they care? They don't care. They just want to see it get done somehow. By the grace of fucking God, I guess. I don't know. I'm just over it. But like I was saying before I went off on my rant, the whole asking me to do things while I'm already knee deep in doing something else pisses me off something crazy. Like, you'll literally walk to where I'm at, see that my table, and this is a theme, apparently. Everybody does this. You will walk to the area I'm working in currently. See that I'm actively in the middle of doing something. And then you want to come out of the side of your face and ask me for something. As if I'm not already busy doing something. And I don't understand. Like, does all of this stuff in front of me just not, is it not showing up for you? Like, did it not load up all the way? Like, is your brain broke? Cause I'm definitely in the middle of doing something, and I'm not planning on stopping to do whatever you want me to do, bro. Like, it's, for me, it's not high on a priority list. Last I heard of, via the company, the food is top priority. Like, whatever our main meal is law. It absolutely needs to be out by the time first lunch starts. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It needs to be out there, right? And that makes sense. They need food to eat, right? So there shouldn't be any sort of weird debacles, no weird arguments, no backsass, like none of that. If the person preparing the food, aka the cook, tells the one in charge, the manager, hey yo, I need help, because it's grilled cheese, kids love grilled cheese, or our kids love grilled cheese, I need help, blah blah blah. Okay. And not only do you acknowledge that your second in command is like, bro, this is a hot item, I'm gonna need a couple more people helping me get this set up. You ought to be the first person out there helping. And you absolutely never are. It is baffling to me because she's done it. She always does it in like every other meeting when she's trying to call herself talking about like teamwork and shit. She's like, me and so we're supposed to be connected. If we aren't connected, this whole thing falls apart. I'm like, why are you lying? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Because if anything ain't working in this place, it's you. For you to be the main bitch in charge, you sure do a whole lot of nothing. Oh, man, yeah. You sure do a whole lot of nothing. Because if I were a manager, or if I was in her position, and my cook's like, bro, I need help with this. Fuck the emails, fuck the orders, fuck whatever I got going on. That takes top priority over whatever the fuck else. If it's that important, they'll call. They have the office number. They can give me a ring if it's that important. If my cook needs help, the cook gets help. It shouldn't be a constant struggle, a constant uphill battle just to get the manager to do something. And yet it always seems to end up that way, and she's wondering why everyone's so pissy and angry all the fucking time. No one feels heard, cared for, or even like respected by you in this place. And yet you want everybody to just follow your lead. I've seen just in my first year there alone, you walk into way too many walls for me, bro. You are not a good leader. Just because they put you in charge does not mean that you're a good leader. They just need somebody to fill that spot, and you were stupid enough to say yeah. You were stupid enough to say yes without the proper experience. And then you wonder why you're so tired and burnt out all the time. Because the people that are trying to help you, you ignore. Because you think you know better. And sure, none of us are managers, none of us are in her position. So, it's this whole, oh, well, how would you know what she's going through? Blah, 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 blah. She is a jabberjaw. Every little thing she's feeling, everybody's got to know about it. Her head hurts. Her stomach hurts. She doesn't feel well. She's got a cough. She has an itchy throat. If we ever needed to know what she's feeling, we would know, because she would tell us. No one asks, but she tells us. That's a little known fact. She yap a lot. And I'm like, bro, for all this talking you doing, you sure don't listen. Like, you would think that someone that talks a lot also would listen just as much. Nope. Sure enough, don't. But you know what? I'm over it. I don't care. I'm still practicing my whole no is a full sentence thing. But it's sort of been working. But she's also trying to like what's it called? She's also trying to push back she's trying to push back on me about it, and I'm just like, you're not doing this anymore. I'm overwhelmed enough as is. Even before last week, before this whole current scenario happened, I'm still just like, you're asking me to do more than you're asking anyone else to do. Negatory. Negative. Absolutely not. No. When I start seeing some of these other people running around ragged like I do, and I can see that they're actually doing the things that you're telling them to do, I might change my mind. I might just change my mind. But until then, if I gotta go in the freezer to help the cook put away their inventory, even if some of that stuff is mine, not all of the stuff in the order is mine. So if you want to do the whole, oh, well, you do breakfast in the morning, so you have to move stuff in the freezer. Sure. That makes sense. But, doesn't the pizza person have like frozen cheese and crust in the freezer? And yet they never go in there to really pull out anything. They mostly just ask the cook to go in and grab it for them because they can't be bothered with the cold. They're too feeble to go into a freezer for 5 minutes to grab 2 boxes of pizza crust and or a case of cheese for the week or something. They're too good for that. They can't do that at all. But because I'm among one of the youngest in our group, oh, well, you do the freezer with so-and-so. Everyone else will do the stock room and the cooler. And at first, I was dumb enough to believe it. I was like, you know what? I don't mind that. I ain't gotta lift up no heavy ass cans. I ain't gotta deal with the stupid cooler. Fine, I'll take the freezer. Whatever. I can take my time, play some music while I'm throwing the boxes around, whatever. Fine by me. But it went from that being my trade-off to her trying to change it up on me. Because now, even though the freezer is pretty much directly in front of her office, but like just slightly off to the side or whatever, now all of a sudden whenever I go in the freezer, she just never seems to see me. Like sometime last week, she was like, we have blah 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 in the cooler, you need to get it off the floor. First of all, she approached me with some kind of attitude, saying that as if that's what I'm supposed to do, right? And I'm on my break at that point in time, right? I'm literally sitting down at this table eating. I'm on my break, and I don't like being interrupted when I'm on my break. I don't bug you when you're on your break. I'll leave you right the fuck alone. I'll give you your 5 minutes, 20, 30, whatever the fuck you want to take. If I know or I see that you're taking your break, I'm not going to bother you. Whatever it is can wait. Because I wouldn't want you trying to bother me while I'm on my break. That makes sense, right? But here she come walking out. We have apples and blah 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 because we got a produce order. You need to get those off the floor. I'm like, bet you I'm not. I bet you I'm not. Because right before I came out for my break, I was in the freezer. You were in the freezer? Yeah. Right before I went into the freezer, as I'm putting on my gloves and zipping up my jacket to go into the freezer, you literally stopped me and was like, hey, we need a couple blah 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 from the freezer. Could you grab them since you're going in? And of course my dumbass said yeah. But that was her acknowledging me. Right? Her seeing and realizing that I'm about to go into the freezer. No one comes into the freezer. I think the last time I went in, it was for 20 minutes and 10 seconds, right? 10 seconds to physically get into the freezer and, you know, assess the situation. And then 20 for me to actually move the contents within the confines of the freezer. So she was pretty much trying to tell me that she looked me in the face, recognized who the hell she was looking at, and then still decided that she wanted to do that. Like, brother, come on. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not moving nothing in that cooler. But you have to. I'm like, no. Until you get somebody else to come into that freezer with me to put away that inventory, I ain't lifting another can. And I'm not messing around with the cooler either. If anything, you can move what's in the freezer. Yeah? Because, you know, you had the free time to come out here and bother me on my break to ask me to do it when you obviously saw me go into the freezer already and be in there for pretty much 30 minutes. But then you got the balls to come out and bother me on my break to ask me to do that when you could have done it and it could have been done hours ago. But you gonna wait and then decide that you want to try and just drop it on me. Like, no. No. And she's like, oh, I didn't know you went into the freezer. Blah, 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 blah. I'll do it. I'm like, yeah. Either you or one of them can do it, but I'm not doing it. Same thing with this week. If she attempts to do it again, the answer's going to be the same. Who's coming into the freezer with me to move them? To move the stuff? Huh? 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 Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Don't act stupid. Who's coming into the freezer to help me put away the inventory? Like, I'm not. I just can't. I know that was like a super out of left field rant. And it probably really, really went off the rails because I'm kind of tired. But yeah, people fucking suck. And I need a new job. I think I ate about a quarter of my shrimp Alfredo. I'm a little full, but only a little. Might have been the noodles. It was definitely the noodles. But Hopefully. Maybe they'll get us someone to fill in. And or Chrissy, hello. I'm a Mace Grandpa Freno. Hopefully one of those bozos decide to return to work.
Well, thankies.
Oh wait, hold on, you can't really see them, but
They're pink.
you can kind of see them a little bit. Hold on. Hold on. There we go.
Yee.
There we go. Ugh! Let me put that back. But yeah, I was just complaining about work. And also with my sleepy ass. Mid-key falling asleep as I'm talking. Some fucking how. Too many people out right now, and it's driving me crazy. Absolutely driving me crazy. Like, I think my headache's finally gone, but I feel like as soon as it gets quiet again, it's gonna like come back. So like, I don't know. It's just been craziness. Especially when it's almost 2 weeks straight of being short-staffed. So, redamn donkelis. So it started last Tuesday. I'm just wondering how these people still have their jobs, to be honest. Because last I checked, we only get 5 days off a year. So, like, you really gonna blow all 5 of your allotted days off? Just to be petty? Okay. I think I might just literally, like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not understand. All I know is that I'm tired and this place is exhausting. I never asked how the music was. Like, is it coming through kind of clear? So like mid, low, high? It sounded a little loud to me, so I turned it down by like 2. What? I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm kind of sleepy. I'm probably gonna like put my leftovers away in a little while. When I tell you that I'm like literally this close, that fucking close to taking a fucking mental health day, I'm not even joking. And the mental health day is fitting to be permanent. Like, I'm absolutely fucking disgusted at this point. Because there's legitimately only so much I can give. And I've given way too much. I've given way too much, bro. Way too much. But you know what? Getting off the subject of work, I did a test run of the new marpers that I got. I don't think I showed you the thingy that I did a couple days ago. I made a Space Channel 5 OC. I don't think I showed you. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna grab them. Oh, my legs! Oh! Ouch, fuck. Oh. I'm old. And I freaking feel my damn, my freaking calves. My calfuses. I need some pureed bananas or something. I need some banana baby food. Because my shits is just, it's all smoke. Because, like, I don't know. I don't be getting my potassium. But this is the marker set I got from Marshall's this past weekend. It's a 48 count. They're double-sided. They got broad and fine tilt. I got a decent color set. It's not an overwhelmingly large amount compared to my colored pencils. This was 15 dono. You might not be able to see it, but yeah. I should have just got, like, I should have got a normal amount of colored pencils. I'm not totally regretting it. Just a little eeny weeny bit. Regretting it an eeny weeny bit. But I didn't get to show y'all my my gal that I made, my OC. Yeah. Like, I just caught myself, like, randomly thinking about Space Channel 5 because I haven't played it in so long. It's like an old PS2 rhythm game. But I made an OC. Might not be able to see it that well, but her name's Coco. And she's an idol and a news reporter. Because the main character in the game is a news reporter, but she's supposed to be from, like, a different part of, like, the galaxy or whatever. So, you know, she has, like, her black bodysuit that has, like, one sleeve. The other side is sleeveless. She has a tattoo with her channel number. She's got 2 bracelets. Well, one's technically an anklet. But she's got a bracelet on this side. She has painted nails. Part of her bodysuit is like a short, so it's like cut off at like the thigh, and then the rest goes all the way down. She also has heart heels, but they're like ankle boots. And they're really cute. And she also, like, in my fake but not actual campaign or whatever, she captivates her audience with her eyes, right? I did. Because I haven't actually thought of, like, what colors I wanted to give her, so I kind of just, like, practiced a little bit with, like, a couple colors, but not really. It was only, like, 2 colors. But she, She captivates her audience with her eyes. And I gave her like her little teeny weeny backstory. So she's 27. Her name is Coco, also known as Sweet Eyes. Up and coming idol news reporter, captivates her viewers with pretty peepers. May have been abducted by a villain so that they could use her powerful eyes for hypnosis. And then when you encounter her in game, like, you know, like if it were an actual thing, survive her attacks and do your best to bring her back to the good side, to the side of good rhythm. Right. And then this one is it's another hint pretty much. Fans will say I to help you break Coco's control, so don't miss the beat. So in game, like during one of the during like a sort of like revive, sort of like not cutscene, but like a short event in the I think it's technically towards the end of the second game, which is like the second part. Technically the main character loses, and you know, like she gets zapped or whatever, but she's able to revive or get back up because she can hear like her friends and her audience and, you know, like everyone else calling her name and giving her encouragement and things like that. But the main character is just a news reporter, but you know, she has fans, people that have been watching her do her news reports and things like that. And due to their encouragement and them literally like chanting her name, she's able to like get back up. It starts up like super slow too. Like she's laying on the ground, she's like defeated, she's like, oh, I'm so tired, I can't go on, blah blah blah. She hears her boss. He's like, come on, you gotta get up, you can't let them beat you, blah blah blah. And then it starts a call and response, not mini game, because the whole game itself is call and response. So you're playing as the main character, and then you have the enemies. The enemies will put in a certain amount of commands, and then it'll switch back and you have to repeat it. But for that particular part, Ulala, the main character, during that particular part of the fight, before she revives again, she'll get a word of advice or encouragement from one of the people that she works with or someone that she knows. The first person is her boss, someone who's normally a bit rough on her, but when she's doing well, you know, like he's real doting, he's real sweet, he's real cool. And he's like, hey, you gotta get up, blah blah blah, we need you. And then she hears maybe like two people that she recently met, and they're saying ooh la la, like they're saying her name. And then like she's standing up, but her eyes are closed because she's still tired, but she's not saying it back, she's clapping ooh la la. And then they'll do it like two more times, and the background's white, so she's like in her subconscious or whatever, and it'll go back and forth for a little while, and then the background slowly fills up with the people that she saved that were being affected by, you know, like what was going on in the game. One of her co-workers, Space Michael, because Michael Jackson is in the game. Really cool, by the way. Hilarious. Love the game. She ends up making friends with a different reporter, a rival news reporter, a space police captain. Technically the antagonists of the first game were actually tricked into being evil, but they become allies in the second game, so they're rooting for her too. And then you have different employees from different places that you visited throughout the game that are in the background chanting and cheering you on. And eventually she is able to get up, like she gets a new outfit and everything. She gets her groove back, and then she beats the shit out the final boss. And it's amazing. But my whole thing with Coco was supposed to be something similar, but instead of it being a revive thing for the main character to get back up and keep fighting, it would be the main character saving her by breaking through the hypnosis that the enemy pretty much like used to make her evil, because obviously she's not evil from the giddy up, but since she has like her captivating charm and whatnot in her eyes, they use that as not as a ploy, I can't think of the word, but they use that as an object of evil pretty much. So they originally like lure her in by saying that, oh, we want to interview you for blah blah blah, we'd like for you to cover these events that are going on in this place. And she's like, you know what, that'll be really good for the reporter side of my career. Sure, I can do that. So then they go and they, you know, bamboozle her, they capture her, and they end up putting these goggles on her, and they end up putting her under hypnosis. So then she still knows that she's supposed to be doing like a report or something, but now she's doing a report for a channel that isn't the channel that she comes from. And, you know, her boss is like, well, where's Coco? Like, she should have been back by now, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, we see a news broadcast from a completely different channel, and we see her doing the broadcast. And then, you know, like, she does what she normally does, and she does like her like outro for like, you know, right before you like, you know, like they'll cut the camera or whatever, and then she casts a bunch of hypnosis on some of the people that were watching that particular broadcast, and now all of those people are under the enemy's hypnosis as well, but it's harder to break because of her special ability. So then when you're fighting her attacks are very powerful. Her attack strings are very long. There are lots of holds, blah, blah, blah. If you can't keep up the rhythm, you end up getting hypnotized too, and you lose. If you're able to keep up with her, and then when you hear the fans that recognize her and are like, no, this isn't actually her, like there's something wrong, blah, 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 they're trying to bring her back to her senses, so they're helping the main character by chanting I in the background, and those would count as extra rhythm beats or whatever, like as freestyle points in your combo, which will slowly break down the goggles that she's wearing, and eventually you're able to crack them enough to where you're able to, you know, hit her, like get her into like another string of attacks, and it comes off completely, and you're able to, you know, recruit her and save her from the enemy's like grasp or whatever. And I thought it was a really cool concept, because yeah, you do save other teammates and people that the main character knows in the previous games, like Space Michael. In the second game, he's set up with the security system because he's from the same channel that the main character's from. Like, he's technically a higher up in the channel that she works for. So he's there, he's like a higher up, he has clearance, he sicks the security system on the main character, but he's under hypnosis. So he doesn't recognize, like, he recognizes the main character, and he's like, nah, you gotta get out of here. It's a trap, blah, blah, blah. And we have to fight him to break the hypnosis. So we pretty much have to wear him down to where he's exhausted enough to where we can break the hypnosis. And it would be similar, pretty much. Except, if it could have been a thing, like if I could have made it, like if I could make a Space Channel 4, Space Channel 5, Space Channel 5 even, where it's like a different universe or whatever, like an AU or something, and I could have Coco in it, some of the reporters would have like, you know, like special talents or, you know, like special abilities. Like Ulala is a really good dancer. She's very peppy. She's very happy. She's got good rhythm. And in the world that Space Channel 5 takes place in, having good rhythm, having a good singing voice, having good dance moves, you set. Like, the captain of the space police can play like 3 different instruments. Ulala can play a lot of instruments too. There's literally like a Battle of the Bands fight in the first game, I think, or is it the second game? Might have been the first game, don't remember. But she busted down with the keyboard. She had a whole guitar fight in a freaking museum, like a water bird museum or something like that. It was hilarious. Really fucking goofy. But really fun game. I could literally go on all freaking night about it. But I'm not. Because I gotta catch up with chat. Hold on. I missed a lot because I was ranting. I haven't drawn in so long though. Like, I drew like some, like, I mean, I made like some Dandy's World tunes, some OCs. I only made 2, but like, I made them, and that was like a couple months back. And then, you know, Coco a couple days ago or whatever. But I haven't drawn very much in like a good while. I don't have those on me. They're like, I didn't draw those in the sketchbook because I just got this sketchbook. I actually drew them in one of the notebooks I have at work. I didn't draw it in my what's it called? I should redraw them though. Maybe I'll do that on Thursday. Somebody's got to remind me because I'll forget. But yeah, this is Coco. I'm gonna show you one more time. Hold on, because I'm kind of proud of how she turned out, to be honest. And her actual regular channel is 4225. I don't know how that was the number that I came up with, but it was. And then that's her outro. I still suck at drawing hands. Don't judge me. I tried. Oh wait, it was a visor, not goggles. But yeah, like after her, after the visor breaks, you can see that she's like been crying, because obviously she can't really like stop herself from like casting hypnosis on other people, because she's being controlled. But she didn't mean it. She's not that kind of reporter. She just wants to make her fans happy. Ugh. But I don't know if this is gonna be Coco's actual color when I'm like done with her character. This is mostly just like practice to see what my markers look like. But this is like a dark purple, like a plum, pretty much. And she has orange eyes. I was trying to think of like what her in-game symbol would look like. But I'm still kind of thinking it over. So I was like, I think I want her hair to be dark, because I'm like trying to think of how I could make her look unique compared to like some of the other characters that are already in the game. Like the main character, she has blue hair, or not blue hair. She has blue eyes and pink hair, right? Her coworker also has pink hair, but he wears like goggles that you can't see through, so you have no idea what color his eyes are. Space Michael's eyes are black, and his hair is black, and he wears like a shiny silver suit. Jaguar wears like a black and white outfit, and he has like tan hair, and he's also like tan. The captain of the space police, her hair is like teal, and I think her hair, or I think her eyes, not her hair. Oh my god, I'm tired. Uh, uh, uh. I think her eyes are orange. I think. I could be wrong. They might actually be brown, now that I'm thinking about it. And then the rival reporter, I think her name's Pi. Is her name Pi? I forget it. It might be Pi. I kind of feel like looking it up now. I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. But I can't on my phone because I'm streaming. But the main character's rival from a different channel, her hair is also kind of like a teal color. And she wears like a two-piece suit. Not a suit, but like a two-piece outfit. A skirt and top. And she has like a high pony, but it's braids. It's not black, by the way. Well, hold on. Space. Hold on. Space. Channel 5. Let me see. And honestly, the actual like music in the game, banging. Like if they made that into like a workout rhythm game, I'd buy that shit in a heartbeat. I would, not even gonna lie. I definitely would. There's even I forgot what I was gonna say. But I was looking at no, I remember her name. It's Pudding. Her name's Pudding. Chick's name is Pudding, bro. He's pudding, my guy. But alright, no, this isn't showing me what I was trying to look at. Let me see. So this is Ulala. That's the main character of the first game. And then that's her rival. That's Pudding. Pretty sure it's Pudding. Don't quote me on that. I'm like 98% sure it's Pudding. And that's her in 2. I can't remember her name, but there's Space Michael. Ooh La La, her rival, and then over here is the what was it? Eastern Venus Space Police. Involved in a crime. Something, something. We'll clean him up on the beat. The beat. That will forever be stuck in my head. Oh my goodness. It is. It legit is Michael Jackson. In the second game, I'm not sure if he had any sort of role in the first game. He might have, but I don't remember. But he does have like a large role in the second game. They even use some of his music for his boss fight. It's probably gonna get copyrighted. There's a boss fight. Like there's his saving boss fight, and even the boss fight after you save him, because it's technically like a continuation. They both have, like, if you've heard his songs, you'll immediately recognize them. Space Channel 5 Space Police. Eastern Venus Space Police. Maybe. Hold on. Her name's Pine. Ooh. Fuck. Whoops. My teddy bear. My teddy bear. Shit. I don't think I put another hole in it. I think we're okay. Involved in a crime. We'll clean him up on the beat. The beat. Yeah, that's my teddy bear cup. But we're good. We're Gucci. We're Gucci. Look. Really, it's not like showing. Okay. Oh well, I should probably plug it in maybe. But it's an old PS2 game. I think it originally came out on the Dreamcast, I think. Don't quote me on that. I think it originally came out on the Dreamcast, and then eventually it came out on PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360? Question mark? Or the original Xbox? Don't remember. But, I'm gonna show y'all one of, my favorite character in the game that isn't Space Michael. Pine. Fuck. Pine. Pine. Like the tree. Pine. I mean, I don't think they call her the captain, but she's the leader of the Eastern Venus Space Police, okay? She the captain. God damn it. But look, y'all gonna see. Hold on. Don't strike me. I'm sorry. Oh. Wait a second. Oh my gosh. There we go. You know what? What is going on? There we go. Okay. I fixed it. I fixed it. Hold on. Or maybe I should play it without music. I don't know. But I need y'all to hear this, though. I don't own this clip later on once the stream is up. If this particular part is muted, you know why. Also, for reference, the actual owner of this particular clip for this gameplay is Big the Cat. Like BIG space THE space capital CAT. Like from Sonic, Big the Cat. He even has like a photo. His profile picture is also Big the Cat. But yes.
People call me Pine. Eastern Venus Space Police. If it's like involved in a crime, we'll clean him up on the beach.
Don't get people up.
Roger.
Back her up, noise. Roger.
Okay, that's enough. But yes. Also, that fight, one of my favorites. That's Noise. That's what I was talking about. But yeah. I might not show, but like, hold on. I'm gonna shut up so y'all can hear it. Hold on. Okay. But yes. And what's funny is that Pine's subordinates are literally called Sexy 1 and Sexy 2. Like literally that's what they're called in game. It's pretty funny. My favorite part of it was like when everything got like super fast. Again, this clip is not mine. I don't own it. It belonged to that man, Big the Cat. Okay? It's not mine. I'm just showing it for reference. Because obviously he's like the only person aside from myself who's actually played the game. So, yeah, hold on. what's hilarious, even more so, is that after Pine loses to them in like that drum battle, they try to blast them with their ship. And oddly enough, because my heart was already like pounding, I remember it vividly. I remember having to do this part of the stage. After that, my heart was going crazy. Crazy. And I definitely forgot that that there were holds, because there are also, aside from the directional buttons that you use as commands in game, you also have callouts like chew or kiss and hey, because technically those are also settings on their space guns. Hey is normally used for saving people, and chew is normally for attacking or, defending, pretty much. You never want to chew someone you're trying to save. That's what the hey ray is for. Like, I think, I don't remember actually if it comes before or after we meet Pine. I think it's after, because it's towards the end of the game. I think we're returning back to the station, like the actual like physical location of where Space Channel 5 is. That we have like a team or something that like patrols the area, and they were all like captured or whatever by the robot enemies that are the antagonists of the second game. And so you have to use both the chew and the hay ray to blast the robots and save them. And if you accidentally use the wrong ray, then you can't save that person because you blasted them. You didn't kill them, but they kind of get sent off, so you can't save them. And the only way to save them is to start over. So, tee. But I always like love this particular part of their fight too, because it just sounds so cool.
Look out! Mine bazookas incoming!
Oh wait, no. It was actually before. It was before they started banging on the drums that she was trying to blast them with her ship. But at the end, she tried to like just shoot a whole ass bazooka at them.
Good evening, viewers.
But no, I definitely have to like send you some clips or something. Like more clips of like my favorite parts from the game. I definitely will, because like I love this game. Let me open up my messages real quick, actually. Oh yeah, Space Rescue. That's who they were. And it's funny because like depending on who you're going up against, everybody has lines for the chew and the hay ray, as well as like the directional buttons. Because like normally, depending on like what's going on with the fight, you might have to go up, down, left, or right. Like during the when you're trying to rescue the rescue ship, you have the workers from the rescue ship mixed in with with the robots. So if you don't remember the order, you might blast the wrong person. But what's also a really cute detail is that the Chu Ray is green and the Hei Ray has hearts. So it's pretty cute. Hold on, let me see if I can. Hold on. I'm gonna show you this one too. And then I'll like send you some. Also, still same person, still Big the Cat. This is still his video, just a different video, but still the same.
The rescue was an outstanding success.
Diamonds are free.
And what's also super cool as well, I know I keep saying it, but like during the rescue portions, if you save everyone, you'll be able to see all the people you saved in the cutscenes at the end. Like, since he ended up saving all of the rescue ship, he got that special cutscene or a portion of the end of it, because it would have been different if she hadn't have saved everyone, and the lines are also different. But let me see. I need to go to his channel. And find the one that I'm talking about, like my actual like favorite part of like the whole like second game. Let me see. So I'll send you this one. This is the portion that has this is where we get back into like our station that we come from, and we're encountering Space Michael under hypnosis. That's the first one that I'm sending you, Christy. And then the part that comes after that, you can hear like Thriller in the background. Alright, so this next one I'm sending you. This one. Towards the end, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Alright, let me just set it all here. And no, I didn't just like it because Michael Jackson was in it, but him being there did help. But like, ugh, Good part of my childhood right there. At 37%. Wow. Oof.
Boy, me.
Yes. And then I can also my mom. And then this one is what I was talking about with the where like the background was white and she's like being like revived, quote unquote. This is technically the end of the game as well. And the space president has the power of song. So he was kidnapped in the second game so that his voice could be used for evil. So I kind of took that, but instead of it being a voice, it's eyes. Because, you know, they got to see to believe, right? Really cheesy, I know. But, all the clips I showed you might be, what's it called? Might be muted when the stream is like up officially. But again, just for context, because this part won't be muted, it's gonna mute the parts that don't belong to me. Those clips belong to the YouTube channel Big the Cat, as in Big the Cat from Sonic. Okay? Man's guy, let's see. 3.98k sub. Scribblers. Okay? So that way you know that's who it is. He's like teeter-tottering on 0.4k, pretty much, for his sub count. If it's anybody else, it's not him. Because no one knows about this game. It's too niche. It's too niche. Okay? But yes, those clips belong to him. They do not belong to me. Not my gameplay. Not my music. None of that. Was just showing it for reference. Because I don't have any gameplay of me playing the game. Otherwise, I would have just showed you my clips. But yeah. Feel free to definitely go to his channel. He already has like a playlist set up of him playing through the whole game, including the extra modes and technically the new game plus, kind of, sort of, which there are slight changes to like the regular campaign, like character names and things like that. He did those plus the extra modes that you can play in the second game as well in that playlist. So feel free to go over there and, you know, let him know Sage Teeny sent you, just cuz. And that we love Space Channel 5. Cause it's a fun, quirky little game. And who doesn't like rhythm games, bro? Rhythm games are freaking amazing. I legit wish there were more. To be honest. I really, really wish there were more. I legit wish that there were more. But unfortunately, there are not. Do-do-do-do-do. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I wasn't muted. I was thinking. Sorry. Well, now I feel like looking up stuff from the first game. Okay. I'm done yapping. And reminiscing about my old what's it called? So I gotta go put these leftovers away. Gotta clean off my bed. Look at this. I can't nest in that. So I gotta go get that situated. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go. And I think what I'm gonna do, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, give me 1 second. I need 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Do 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 do. I'm actually going to go ahead and link his I'm gonna go ahead and link his channel in the description, actually. Just in case y'all forget. Okay. Just in case y'all forget. And so that I don't forget. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put Big's just gonna go ahead and put the right there. Cause I don't want no problems. Yeah, I don't want no problems. I want no problems. I want no problems. His link is in the description. I just put it there. Literally. Just now. It's in there. Go ahead and check. Refresh the screen. Refresh the screen. It's in there. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Cause I'm a little sleepy and I should legit attempt to get some real actual sleep. And not just try to stick with my borderline 5 hours I've been getting. Because maybe that's why. No. I'm crabby regardless. I'm crabby regardless. I'm gonna just attempt to get a little extra sleep. Maybe that'll help fix my attitude in the morning. I don't know. Probably not. But I can dream. Okay. So, yeah. Go ahead and hit up the description so that way you can join us in the Discord where you can participate in polls, hang out with the peeps, and also be kept up to date on what's going on with screams, if they're happening or not, with polls and all that other cool stuff. Chat with peeps, blah blah blah. Also, for this particular video, all the Space Channel 5 junk I was talking about, go ahead and head over to Big's channel because he got a whole playlist, a whole playthrough. A whole playthrough. 100%. Okay? 100% playthrough of Space Channel 5 Part 2. I might have missed it. Maybe he also played the first game. But at least 2 I know for a fact. I've seen like most of the videos in the playlist because I love that game. Head on over there. Send him some love. And tell him Sage Teeny sent you. Okay? Also, feel free to share the stream with someone that probably just wants to watch me eat and hear me yap about absolutely fucking nothing and stupid dumb shit, I guess. And on your way out, don't forget to leave your likes at the door. And I guess I'll see y'all on Thursday. And hopefully I'll still have a job on Thursday and I won't crash the fuck out. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see y'all on Thursday. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Okay? Oof, my leggies. My leggies. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, bye.